G'day and welcome to a special Friday night version of Semen Retention. I've just come back from a gig and I'm still on my Semen Retention streak, coming up to 12 months of Semen Retention. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for the comments and the engagement, the likes, whatever guys. I'm just grateful to be speaking to people and for people to find the value in what I have to share, because I think this is why I'm doing it. I'm trying to grow the semen retention movement. I'm trying to improve men's health and well-being. And today it is a Friday night. It's a very tempting part of the week. We really, as men, it doesn't matter what age, Friday night it usually marks the end of a working week and the start of the weekend. I myself actually start my work on a Friday and then finish it at the end of the weekend, and then I've got some other jobs during the week. But as a musician, my work starts now. And I've already finished this week's Friday gig and come home early for a change. So I thought I'd make a video for you guys. I'm dressed up. I look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I look pretty handsome, dressed up in a nice, nice shirt, got my necklace on, got my earrings in, got some nice kind of ripped jeans and boots on, looking pretty fresh. But I'm staying home. I'm going to take off all this flashy kind of stuff that I wear at my gigs, and I'm going to have a shower, and I'm going to stay home. I'm going to have some water. Maybe I'll go for a walk if I feel like I've got energy to expel. But at the end of the day, it's just another day. At the end of the day, it's just another day. And it doesn't matter what everyone else is out there doing tonight. You can go for a drive, you can go for a walk, and you can observe what everyone else is getting on tonight. They're not getting on semen retention. They're getting on NPC depletion, Duma depletion, Kuma depletion. That's what they're going to do. And they might not necessarily Kum tonight. They might not necessarily be a Kuma. But maybe they're going to partake in a bit of drugs. Maybe they're going to partake in a bit of alcohol. Maybe they're going to partake in a bit of junk food. Maybe they're going to partake in hanging out with some people that are doing those things and their aura affecting them. So what I want you guys, my fellow brothers and retainers, to think about is, why can't you just treat a weekend as just another day? Here in Australia, we're about to enter the winter season. I'm about to enter another cycle of hibernation and self-inquiry, because in the winter months, I can't help but feel much more introverted and wanting to stay within. Earlier today, I made a video about resourcefulness and uploaded it, and I was really thankful to the comments. One of the subscribers commented about his band being called Burden of Convenience, The Burden of Convenience. Shout out to you, mate. It's convenient to do things that are habitual and accepted. It's convenient to get drunk on a Friday because you don't have work the next day. It's convenient to hook up with that person tonight because you don't have work tomorrow. It's convenient to, go on websites tonight and deplete yourself of your energy, because you don't have to be up and about tomorrow. You can take it slow. And that is the burden of convenience right there, gentlemen. It's basically, we're falling into the program. That's what's happening. We're not becoming our higher selves. And what I want you to do is I want you to think about how we, as retainers, can push forward and start sculpting a new paradigm. Maybe it's not even a new paradigm. Maybe it's an actual instinctual paradigm that we naturally are meant for, but we'll manipulate it into degeneracy. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Who knows? But I just want you to realize that it is just another day today. And if you're in the other side of the equator and you're entering summer season, that doesn't mean that you can't do the self-inquiry during the hot weather months. That doesn't mean you can't do the self-improvement during the hot weather months. I've been doing all that in our summer. I've still been holding the line. I've still been holding my seed. I had one incident where I had a one-night stand with someone I haven't even talked to or even seen since, but I still held onto what I value the most, and she got none of it. And I think that going forward, I don't even think I'd toy around with the idea of a one-night stand, because that, on an emotional and spiritual level, just kind of fucked me up for a couple of weeks, because I got a lot of confidence from it, and then as a result, that unnatural level of confidence made me drop down below confidence, and then lately I've been building it back up. The end of the day, it's just another day. And at the end of that story, what I want to say is all I was getting was physical attention from someone else, when I could have literally have finished that gig and gone home and never had to have dealt with that extra kind of stress that came to my life. So really have a think about this. You know what's really inspiring? Waking up on a Saturday morning before everyone else. Waking up strong in the morning. You know, walking in a straight line. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wake up in the morning tomorrow, or whenever you watch this, whether it's a Saturday, a Friday, a Wednesday, I don't care. Someday you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to have that energy, and you're going to move forward through the day with purpose. You're not going to be distracted. You're not going to be a slave to your devices, to your habits. You're going to be awake. And the good thing about this is that you haven't expelled anything that you may find hard to cultivate. Like, for example, for me, if I was to expel any of the 12 months that I've been preserving, that would take me another year to get to that point again, which is just like, whoa. Are you serious? Do you seriously want to do that? I don't want to do it. I am keen to take these boots off. I'm keen to take, my clothes off, have a shower, and just get back into bed and just let the day be what it is. It doesn't have to be anything more. It's just time itself, brothers, is an illusion. It's man-made concept. The only thing that we can guarantee is the present moment. The amount of time you've been watching this video is roughly coming up to 9 minutes. However, the reality is that these are just little frame-by-frame measurements of moments that occur. There'll be parts of my whole YouTube channel that makes time feel like it moves very quickly. It's very interesting. So you'll have other moments where you might be watching one of my videos and I'm basically, going very, very slowly, Look, I'm just getting some notifications whilst I'm recording this video, and it's distracting me. It's annoying me. I'm already going to have to deal with some other distractions in my life. I want to go, okay, I'm going to keep this video short. I'm not going to do a long 20-minute video because I've already uploaded a video today, but I wanted to do this to drill home this point, and I hope you guys get it. I've been so locked into my purpose that pleasure has no power over what I talked about before, purpose and intention. Purpose, intention, and purity. Purpose, intention, and purity. If something doesn't align with my purpose, if something doesn't align with my intentions, if something doesn't align with my purity, fuck off. Like seriously, just fuck off. If you don't align with those things, fuck off. If you're watching this video and you have your own purpose, you have your own intention, you have your own purity in check, you should feel the same way. You could be spending the rest of your night, the end of the week, you work so hard chasing the dragon, chasing the thrill of the nightlife, chasing the attention, the validation, the fleeting sense of love, lust, and all these other things that we are victims of, that we consent to. What's the point of it? There is no point, guys. Get a nice ritual going, have a nice cup of tea, do some stretching, light a candle, go do a little bit of cleaning if you have to. Have a shower, draw, make a video, talk to yourself. Spend time with yourself, get to know yourself more and more on deeper levels, so then when you do want to go out there and find someone and maybe have like a real spiritual compatible companion, you can be confident in yourself and you don't have to bend your being for someone else's expectations. You don't have to manipulate people in order for them to fit in a box. You can do anything you want, really. Seriously, guys. When you get to this level of transcending all the kind of lures and all this kind of stuff, like the pleasure lures and all that sort of stuff, you could literally play the game as any character you want to be. You could convince people of something that you're not. That's the kind of level of transcendence that you are. Because you understand that the character that you already possess in this physical reality is already a made-up character. It's already just a thing you're playing. Just like the guitar, you're just playing it. What happens to the guitar when it's not being played? It just hangs up there. It's just a decoration. It really has no purpose. But when the creator, when the musician, when the person with all the frequencies, the vibrations, the feelings, the emotions, the spirit, the soul plays on the guitar, that is when it really has purpose. So maybe one day you're this version of yourself. Maybe one day you're that version of yourself. Maybe one day you're that version of yourself. Pick one, or you can have them all. You can have all of them. The point is, you get to decide what you want to be, but don't fall a victim to the system. Don't fall a victim to what is expected of you from society's bullshit. Play the game, my brothers, and win. Catch you guys.